Wait. Hello everybody, it's your favorite 4'12" YouTuber here, I hope. So tomorrow I'm going to TwitchCon, and that's kind of got me thinking about my life, which is more thinking than I do normally. But me going to TwitchCon is just weird because I don't belong there, technically. I don't stream on Twitch. And of course, there's nothing inherently wrong with going to places that you don't belong in. I mean, I'm all for new experiences, except for peanut butter, because I'm allergic. But it's got me thinking about other places that I don't belong in. And I think one of them would be the target audience for this one anime that I accidentally found. I found this anime by mistake when I was eating my Popeye's chicken sandwich. And thank God that I have this YouTube channel, because now I can share my suffering. I'm just gonna read you the first sentence about this anime, and you could tell me if you wanna watch it. On his high school graduation day, Itsuki's cousin, Mahiru, tells him that she is pregnant. Yep. Now, just judging by that first sentence, if you're gonna tell me that you want to watch this, then welcome! Grab a goddamn seat, please. I would never shame you, unless you play League of Legends. Anyway, jokes and the legality of incest aside, today we're gonna be watching through this weird anime called Conception. And honestly, dude, I don't want to know what that title means. I hope they never say it in the show. Oh yeah, and by the way, don't think that I forgot. I know there's some of you thinking that I forgot about the promise that I made last video. And let me just say, that's pathetic. I can't believe you think that low of me. Last video, I promised a special gift to my subscribers, and here it is. Drum roll, please. Here it is, here it is, here it is. May I introduce you to the special limited edition high five. In 3, 2, 1. Don't worry. You're welcome. Just a reminder, that's only for my subscribers. If you're not subscribed and you try to get a high five, I'm sorry, but that high five was just not for you. I also laced my hand with Fen. Now, I never really made a video about anime because I just personally don't understand copyright all too well. It's just a little too much for my my goober brain. So I will say, if this video ever gets taken down, then congrats. You're part of the exclusive club that has watched cousins have a kid together. So Conception starts off with a very strange introduction to their show. I'd even call it an artistic approach. Now, the thing is, you're gonna have to trust me because I can't show you the introduction, not because it's copyrighted, but because it is borderline pornography. I swear on the life of my coffee creamer. The moment you click on this anime, there's just an unnecessary amount of boobs and rumpuses, like most anime. There's also a red background, which is kind of funny. It kind of reminds me of like the red LED lights that Gen Z turns on whenever they do the Devil's Tango. Alexa, please turn on Demon Time. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's a weird artistic choice to start off your episode like that. Also, did I mention it's 2 minutes long, which if you do a proportion, it is 10% of the entire episode. Anyway, when the episode finally starts, we have the main character, Itsuki, running up the stairs of his high school. He runs to the roof to talk to his cousin, Mahiru. And when he gets up there,
I'm pregnant.
What? By the way, that was my actual live commentary. I was eating my Popeye's chicken sandwich when I saw that scene. What? What do you mean? Okay, so you might be wondering, just like I was, it can't be his kid, right? I mean, they're probably just regular cousins and we're just misinterpreting the synopsis. I mean, I mistake things all the time.
I mean, we have been living together for 3 years and you haven't been able to keep your hands off me.
You're kidding me, right?
Come on, you know I'm just teasing.
No, I didn't. Hello. This is post TwitchCon, Adrian. I moved my room. There's an extra window there. I just wanted to add that I actually misconstrued this scene right here. Later on in this video, I make fun of this scene a lot because when I originally watched the show, I watched it in Japanese and they made it sound like it was a ironic statement. In the Japanese version, you know, it's subtitles. I can't really understand sarcasm, and they made it just sound like, yes, we didn't have a regular relationship and you got me pregnant.
Come on, you know I'm just teasing.
Wow, it's sarcasm. So whoops, you got me there. So yeah, that's why later on in the video, you'll see me like kind of refer to this scene. Like, why would you say that you guys didn't have a regular relationship when in reality it was sarcasm? Yep, I didn't realize it. Cheers to that. This is Sprite. But yeah, that's it. You guys like my poster? It's really, really nice. I really like it. Future Adrian out. It just makes you think, why did they animate that? There has got to be some type of money laundering whenever they're making an anime. Like, this is an actual anime that they drew up, that they've animated, that they've put out, and that they've probably advertised to the entire world. But who is it for? Who?
Well, I'm pregnant. Huh?
Like, there's no way that there is a target audience for this type of show. Actually, an unironic target audience, because I'm in the ironic target audience.
Are you sure?
I don't know, maybe it's like money laundering or something. I'm just kidding, it can't be money laundering. The anime industry barely makes money. Anyway, before Mahiru says who the father is,
I bet you'd like to know whose baby it is.
No.
A school-wide magic circle sucks them up into the sky, and they're transferred into some dark, decrepit cave. And ladies and gentlemen, there you go. You have yourself another isekai setting. There you go. Toot your horn. We have another isekai anime. Yay. I love these shows.
Are you sure?
It feels like every single day there's just a new trash isekai that just comes out. But we're not talking about isekai. Okay, I can make an entire video talking about isekai, but we're not going to do that. Anyway, Mahiru and Itsuki start talking about the current situation. And Mahiru ends up actually spilling the beans on the real father of the baby. And surprise, it's not her cousin.
Are you sure?
It's actually nobody.
The person who got me pregnant, that person doesn't exist.
I'm not gonna lie there, guys. They got us. And here I was thinking it was gonna be like some SAO Alfheim bullcrap.
Are you sure?
Now, even though I'm kind of glad that they're not, you know, with each other, this just makes me like super confused. Like, if the baby isn't the cousins and you got pregnant from, I don't know, like some type of magical genie, then why did you say that you guys had a weird relationship earlier?
You haven't been able to keep your hands off me.
Like, obviously the first sentence of the synopsis and what you guys said at the beginning of the episode is obviously hinting that you guys had the baby together. That's like the only reason why you would say this line at all. But now you're doing a 180. You're trying to tell us that, you know, you guys didn't have the kid together. But if you're doing that, then why did you say the previous thing? What the hell were you actually doing? Obviously this could just be like some bad writing, or maybe they explain it later in the show, but obviously the writers want you to believe that they... But I don't know, like, what else could they possibly be doing? Hey, Chad, I think I'm pregnant. What? How is that even possible? I don't know, Chad, but I think the kid is yours. Okay, first of all, how is the kid mine? We never had sex. And second of all, you're not even a girl, Brad. Yeah, I'm just kidding with you. But we always did have something special, didn't we? What? What does that even mean? Oh, don't play dumb with me. Oh my God, Brad, you're gonna give everyone the wrong idea again. Don't worry. They'll never know the truth. What? Who are you talking to? I'm trying to break the fourth wall right now. Great, now you're lying to the subscribers. Wait, how do you know about the subscribers? Well, Brad, I guess you could say we always had a special relationship. So Mahiru starts explaining that for the past couple of days, she's been experiencing these pregnancy symptoms without actually doing the tango with anyone else. And then all of a sudden, she falls down feeling super sick. And Itsuki obviously thinks that it's morning sickness. And then all of a sudden... well, he's dead. A strange mark appears on Mahiru's face, and she starts screaming as some type of purple energy comes out of her, and she vapes out a smoke genie. Itsuki then materializes a sword out of nowhere, and with no sword experience, by the way, kills this 20-foot tall smoke genie. Itsuki and Mahiru end up finding a crack in the wall, and they're able to escape the dungeon by like cutting a hole in it, maybe with that sword that he pulled out of nowhere. And they end up running into the weirdest character in the show so far, Mana.
You're a virgin, aren't you?
Dude, if this flying red panda lion existed in real life, he would be locked up, man. Like later on in the episode, Mana says some downright insane stuff.
You're a virgin.
Anyway, there's a big lore dump that's about to come up, but all you gotta know is that these two get escorted to the Grand Vania castle. Turns out in this isekai world, these two are called visitors, blah, blah, blah. And the king is named the Shangri-La, like the zombies map. And he asks them to save the world. Yep, just another generic plotline that I've heard too much at this point. Honestly, maybe I am part of the target audience at this point. I just refuse to believe that there's actually someone out there that unironically enjoys this show. Like, these are the shows that give anime the bad reputation that they already have. Like, if this is 2012, these are what all the cool kids think you watch when you say you watch anime. You're either watching Dragon Ball Z or High School DxD. After the lore dump, Itsuki ends up getting escorted to the nurse's office and wakes up butt naked. Okay, not butt naked, that'd be even more weird, but kind of naked. He's also tied up with a bunch of like weird tattoos on him. See, I told you the bear was weird. We get introduced to the core doctor named Rion, and she explains the purpose of why they're here. And finally, they also explain the reason why his cousin Mahiru is pregnant. So in order to save the whole wide world, Itsuki needs to work with the 12 maidens of constellations, and one of them is his cousin. Bear with me here. The reason why his cousin was pregnant was because when you become a maiden, you need to expel any impurities from your body. And what ends up happening is that you display symptoms of being pregnant because you're gonna have to expel that impurity out of you, which is why that vape demon came out of nowhere. And because of that, Mahiru technically isn't pregnant. She just became a priest and the demon came out of her, but now she's fine. No incest. Maybe the show isn't so bad after all. But then, like I said, why did they show that entire bit at the beginning of the episode saying that they had a special relationship?
You haven't been able to keep your hands off me.
Like, the people writing the show, 100%, they wanted you to think that, you know, the cousins were... Now, as everything starts to seem like safe and dandy. All of a sudden, they reveal the most egregious plot point. Did I say egregious right? Turns out in order to save the world with the previously mentioned 12 maidens or whatever, the way that they have to do it is that the 12 maidens themselves cannot fight in whatever battle is going to come up. So Itsuki has to fight the battle with a child from the 12 maidens. Simply put, Itsuki's going to have to work with the 12 maidens' children to save the world instead. But the rule is the father of the children has to be Itsuki.
That's right. You and the priestesses will be joined to give birth to a star child.
Which means that Itsuki has to have a kid with all of the 12 maidens and take his children to war. But remember, his cousin is one of the maidens. So that means he needs to have a child with his cousin. Oh my God.
This is her first time, so try to be as gentle as possible.
Of course.
Why did they even make us, why did the fact that they had the balls to make us think that they had this and then say that he's not the father because they never did this, but now they're saying that he needs to have a kid by doing this to fight God or something. I don't know who this show's for, but I'm definitely in that audience.
Of course.
Now, as someone who has kind of taken a step back from anime after growing up with it and like watching almost every single anime in like a season when I was in like, what, like 7th grade, I haven't realized after growing up that there is a ton, and I mean a ton of weird stuff that happens in anime. And I know that I've mentioned this before, but how is this greenlit by the studio? Like, there is no way that there is enough money in the anime industry for a positive ROI for this show to make any profit at all. Hey, who knows? Maybe this is like some type of passion project for someone out there, and that's why they don't really care if they don't have an audience, kind of like my channel right now.
Well, I'm pregnant.
Now, if you think having sex with your cousin isn't that bad, the doctor ends up telling them that they need to make the baby right now, in front of everyone, including that freaky ass bear. And so the episode ends with my hero and Itsuki having the weirdest conversation that I'm not gonna show because they're cousins, of course. And the episode ends with them basically trying to make a baby. The end. Like I said, I watched this while I was eating my Popeye's chicken sandwich. And let me just say that that sandwich exited the same hole that it came from. Damn, that's a horrible way to say vomit. Now, what's even crazier, other than what I just described in this entire episode and this entire premise, is that they don't even need to have sex to make the baby. Turns out all they need to do is bond with physical contact to make the baby.
Your heightened emotional connection is what actually gives birth to the star child.
But the thing is, they don't say this until the next episode, so you're basically blue-balled from episode 1, thinking that they had sex, only to tune in next Sunday to realize that they just did not do the deed, and you got misled. Again, I can only imagine people in the target audience that just actually wanted them to have sex only to get blue balled next Sunday. Okay, but anyway, that's enough of that. I don't want to watch this anymore, if ever.
Are you sure?
Long story short, they end up having the kid, and I'm assuming that's what they're going to do with every single other maiden in the show. This show has a 2.6 rating on Crunchyroll, and I feel so bad for everyone that actually watched the entire show. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I don't even know if this video will be awake or up. I don't even know if this video is going to stay up because anime copyright was always so weird to me, but this show was just so insane that I just had to share it with you guys. I also feel like if I didn't talk about this show, then I would probably get pregnant myself. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you've gotten this far, then I could say that we have gotten closer because now we all share the burden of watching Conception. Jokes aside, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I'll have a small gift for my subscribers next episode. Again. So yeah, make sure to subscribe, and yeah, it's been Adrian, guys. Later.